Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to sit down and do a big bag collection video, and actually I've been meaning to sit down and film this video for a while now. I just wanted to give myself time to use specifically one of the bags, which is the Chanel Maxi. I got that bag recently this year and I wanted to use it enough and just to have a bit of a more informed review and the pros and cons of the bag before I sat down to make the big bag collection video. I've also been more and more attracted to bigger bags, especially since the year started, and for the past few years I had been feeling like we all just wanted and really used mini bags to the point of micro bags that wouldn't even fit a credit card, and I am very guilty of that. But I've always had the need of big bags for my lifestyle, and I've tried a few over the years, some of them which didn't really work out and I ended up selling them, like the Dior Book Tote, the Chanel Deville, the YSL Rive Roche, and I ended up finding the ones that do work out for me, which are the ones that I have right here now that I wanted to talk about. I've also been finding that I'm adding more big bags to my wish list than small bags, so I don't know if it's because bigger bags are coming back and we can see them more and more on social media and on the street, but bigger bags do offer a lot when it comes to working, traveling, if you just carry a lot in your bag, if you're a mom. So these are the bags that I have that I consider to be on the bigger side. Probably a few could be considered medium, but I did want to include them on this video because they're definitely not small bags. So I want to start with the most recent one that I added to my collection, which is the Chanel Maxi. I got this bag a few months ago to be sort of a hybrid between a tote and a flap bag. I wanted a comfortable bag, good for traveling, that would fit my laptop inside, but that I could use also day to day here in Barcelona and to just run errands, go from place B to C, and that it would be just a very comfortable bag. I was between the Chanel 22 and the Chanel XXL travel flap. I had the XXL on my wish list for years now, but I ended up finding the Chanel Maxi 19 bag on the pre-love market for a very good price. And the reason why I like this bag so much is because, first of all, it has a top handle. The massive back pocket is probably one of the biggest pros that this bag has. It does have a flap, which was a must for me because the bag that I used to have before this one that would cover that necessity of sort of like a laptop travel bag was my Chanel Deville. And the Chanel Deville is great. I love the straps. It was a very comfortable bag, but it was too open. And I found myself consistently worrying that someone was gonna put a hand inside of my bag because it was just so big. And inside of my bag, I had my laptop, my phone. And sometimes with traveling, when you either put your bag under the seat or on the overhead, it can fall and spill pretty much everything that it's inside. So this one was just perfect for all of that. Plus, with the back pocket, I always have my passport and everything that I need, like super handy. I don't need to open the bag because it is kind of a black hole inside, so the things that I need quick access to, I have it close to my body and it's on this back pocket. The bag fits so much, so I never have to worry about that. You can use it as a top handle, as a shoulder bag, and I can even pull it off crossbody when I need to be hands-free, which is also something that made me fall in love with this bag so much. So I do have to say that it's been one of the best bags in this size that I found out there. It does have its cons when it comes to putting heavy items inside, and it's that the handles are going to pull a little bit with the weight, and I'm scared that the leather is going to wear, but I just want to try my best to enjoy the bag as is and not worry too much about it. Now this one, I think it's the biggest bag that I own, and this is a Birkin 35 in Etain, which is this gray color with palladium hardware. I got this bag around 10 months ago. I'm not completely sure right now, but I've had this bag for a while and I've been using it so much that I just can say that all the back and forth that I had during the past years about getting this size or not getting this size because it was maybe too big for me, because I am quite short, I am 5'1", and everyone kept telling me that this was going to be way too big for my frame, that it was going to be too heavy, that I was not going to use it, that there was a reason why it was not one of the most popular sizes of the Birkin that Hermes offers. So it took me a while to actually go for it, and I waited for the right color, hardware, everything. Like, I was very specific with the bag when I was looking for it, and I wanted it to be gray, and I just love to pair gray with palladium hardware. I just feel like it makes the bag so much casual and very cool. And right after I got it, I just knew that I made such a good decision because it's been an amazing bag for me. I would actually consider this probably my best purchase of last year because of how much I've been using and reaching out for the bag. And this just goes to show that it's more about what you need and your lifestyle more than the size of the bag. Because yes, it gets very heavy, especially when it's full and when I'm traveling. Usually when I'm traveling, I try to put it on top of my rolling luggage. So I'm definitely not walking around all day with it, but if I have to, I can. It fits my laptop, it fits a change of clothes, it fits a change of shoes, water, makeup bag, my entire camera setup when I'm out vlogging. So for me, when I'm traveling or when I was doing my wedding dress fittings that I needed snacks, clothes, the heels and all of that, this was just the perfect bag for those days, and I've been reaching out for it even for daily things. I think the size is amazing. I do see why people prefer the 25 and the 30 for most things, but the 35 has so much to offer. It's also the original size of the Birkin, and if you have an organizer inside and you're traveling, if you need your passport, it's literally just right there in a glance. The water too. Everything is open and ordered and easy to reach. Yes, if you're worrying about spilling your things, pickpocketing and all of that, then I would say that the Maxi would be pretty much a better option. But I love this bag so much. I would get it in more colors. And if you're someone who carries a ton with you, I definitely recommend it. This is my Chanel Jumbo, and mine is in caviar with silver hardware in black. This is actually quite an old bag. I believe this is from 2007. I'm not sure right now. I'm now realizing that all of them are very dark colors. They're all either black, gray, or a very dark green. This bag, surprisingly, I used to use it way more than my mediums. A few years ago, the jumbo size was my ride or die. I loved this bag so much because I would carry it with me so much around. But this was one of my first Chanel bags ever. I was obsessed with it. Every time that I would see the medium versus the jumbo, I could only see like more bag for your money. Like, it was more of a classic flap. It was bigger, the back pocket was so much better, and yeah, I just wanted the bigger bag. So I started obsessing with it, and I ended up finding it pre-loved. So I actually got a very good deal with this bag, especially compared to the prices that we have right now. But even then, on the resale market, jumbos have a lower price point than mediums. So if you want a classic flap and you want to find a good deal, I would definitely look for jumbos instead of mediums and smalls, because they just don't hold their value as well. And who knows if they're gonna come back and become more popular again, because I remember that a few years ago, I would say around 7-8 years ago, jumbos were more popular than the mediums. It has a massive back pocket that actually will fit your phone, which for me is amazing, and the caviar is just so shiny. This bag definitely has some cons. It's a bit heavy, the chain squeaks a lot, and even if it's a big bag, it doesn't fit that much. Fits way more than mediums, but it doesn't fit that much more, even if it's substantially bigger than mediums and small. I usually like to carry this bag as a double strap on the shoulder because the crossbody is a little bit too long for me, and I would assume that probably for most people, but I can definitely not do crossbody with this bag. But it's very comfortable as a shoulder bag, especially during the winter when you have coats. So I do think that the jumbo is a great size, and I would recommend it to anyone that likes shoulder bags that fit a lot but not too much. Like bigger items like an iPad, a laptop, they will not fit inside of it, but it definitely fits quite a lot of daily items like a mini agenda, a small water bottle, and it does fit a small camera, snacks, all of that. Yes, I know that the Kelly 28 is not really considered a big bag, but to me it does feel quite big, and there's so many things that I love about this bag that I just want to note, and the reasons why I sometimes just prefer to reach for this instead of the 25. This is a vintage Kelly 28 in black box leather in gold hardware. Right now I have it with a twilly, but I usually wear it without a twilly. I've always loved vintage bags, and I looked for this one up and down. Finding box leather, it's really hard when it comes to Kellys and Birkins. Box leather is actually one of my favorite leathers that Hermes offers. This one was in such a good condition, and the price was so good that I literally jumped on it. I absolutely love the 28 size for my everyday. I need to be out all day, and I'm gonna need to store some things, and I'm gonna take my glasses, and I'm gonna take this, and maybe even extra makeup. It's not massive, but it's also not a small bag. So I don't know, I think it's in an in-between, but I wanted to include it on this video because it definitely fits so much. I could put pretty much anything that I would need when going out without a problem. And it has a strap and it has a top handle. The top handle drop is really good. I can put it on the crook of my arm without a problem, and the strap makes it easier to just be hands-free when you're out. I also think that this bag can go very well for a little bit more of a formal look if you want to. I usually wear it a little bit more casually, but this bag is definitely my go-to when I need to be out pretty much all day, and I know that I'm gonna be carrying a lot of stuff because I can put it on the shoulder, but I know that it also fits everything. It also has a fit on the bottom that makes it just easier to put it on places and not have to worry about the leather. Like with the Chanel's, that I'm usually more mindful because they are constantly touching something. I also think that nothing really beats vintage Hermes. I adore this bag so much, and if you can find one in a very good condition for a good price point, I would definitely consider it because they are so hard wearing. They're gonna stand the test of time for so many years, decades. So I definitely wanted to include it on this video. And the last bag, and the only tote that I own right now, it's the Songmont Drippy tote. This bag I got it like 6 months ago, and it's in this green suede with leather sections. It's like an olive military type of green color. It fits so much. It has this shoulder strap, but it also has a longer strap if you want to, and it fits so much inside. It's a very well made bag for what I consider to be a fair price point. Let me just try to do a 360 of the bag, and they have it in more colors. I just chose to go for green. I've always had a bit of a hard time when it comes to totes because I look for certain aspects. I want them to be very comfortable, and the strap of this one is just very comfortable. So right now this is the only tote that I have. I am not against getting other totes, but if anyone loves suede as much as I do, this bag is just amazing, and it's gonna fit pretty much everything that you need. They do have different sizes, so you have definitely options to choose from, and it's very versatile, so you can adjust it as you need. So these are the bigger bags that I have in my collection. I definitely have way more smaller bags just because they tend to fit my frame a little bit better and are more for day-to-day, but all of this I got them for a specific reason, and they have been working out amazing for me, so I have no complaints with any single one of them. I think I've hit a very good point where I feel like every aspect is covered. I'm definitely not against trying other totes and also bigger bags like the Bottega Veneta Jody in the bigger sizes. I really like that bag, but I would love to discuss what we think of bigger bags having kind of a comeback and a moment. Like, I keep seeing more and more oversized bags, especially when it comes to Birkin 35s, 40s, massive Bottega Veneta bags, and just overall I just see them more, and I'm very happy about it. So I'm gonna leave the video here. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any questions about any of the bags, please leave your questions in the comment section down below and I'll make sure to get to it. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you two videos right here. Thank you, and see you on the next one. Bye.